welcome, friend. We're gonna get this all in here. Okay, we got everybody on. I know the floodgates are gonna open. I know people are already messaging me. If your people are trying to get in, don't worry, I'll get them in. My phone's blowing up on Facebook and all kinds of stuff, so I'm sure it's just people trying. I didn't have any issue getting in today though, so I'm not sure. I'll do back office work on all that for all of you. If you have people, don't fret. They probably did get a hold of me, and I'll message them in a minute. Happy Thursday, month end Thursday, right? We're just a few days away, and we have one of my dearest friends. I love her more than life. She is the real deal. I just everything about her. Love, 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 love her. And we get the honor of having her today. And I couldn't think of a better person as we're on the home stretch of because I've seen this woman just conquer things that just blow my mind. That just her life is busy, crazy, and she does it anyway. And so I am cheering for all of you. And congrats, Sandy Cook just announced that she is going to be a go gift for November for Mary Kay. And there's just no bigger honor than that, Sandy. You're so deserving. I know you're all running this home
Thank
stretch,
you.
made big things happen. And I can't wait to come back in July. We only have 2 lunch and learns in July due to seminars and, holiday and all that. But to hear everybody's wins, it's going to be amazing. And so our beautiful guest today is my dear friend, Victoria Hazen, and she's going to share with us, and we have it recorded. Again, always 24 hours. We get it posted, however you hear about it. If you're not part of it, there's a Facebook group. If you don't have social media, YouTube, just my name. It's that simple. And you can share this with anybody, power partners, consultants, team members. It's for anyone in the Mary Kay world, from your agreement signature could still be wet to all the way to national. And so we just want a place to come and gather and celebrate and cheer each other on and share amazing ideas for the whole Mary Kay world. And so my beautiful friend, thank you, thank you, thank you for doing this for us always. I'm going to spotlight you. And if somebody doesn't like it and you're new to Zoom, just go up in the right-hand corner, hit view, and just hit gallery, and I'll put everybody back like the Brady Bunch. But Victoria, I love you, friend. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for taking your time to do this. I know how busy you are, especially on Thursdays, and she did it anyway, probably because she loves me. So I just appreciate you, my friend.
Oh, thank you so much, Jenny. It's so fun to be on live. Always on Thursdays during the school year, we have our co-op. I homeschool my boys. And so I'm never able to be on live. So this was so perfect to do it in June. Where, so they are outside. The chances of me being interrupted are high. I have locked all of the doors. They have lunch and they're watching a movie, but I'll for sure be interrupted. So thank you for having me on. Happy June, you guys. The idea that I wanted to share with you today is maybe like a tuck in your pocket for next year, or potentially an idea for like a killer July. But I know that we are getting bombarded with like all things finishing June, and I don't want to take away from that at all. Like, finish strong. It is just like such a rush. I was cracking up at the girl that jumped on. I couldn't see who it was that was talking, but was like, happy Friday. Like, literally, I'm, what day is it? But I do know we have like 4-ish days. And so it's so exciting. I'm grateful in Mary Kay that we have something exciting to work for and a push. It's so good. So today I'm going to talk about my $1,000 day. And so the $1,000 day I've done every year for 14 years. This was my 14th year doing it. And I'll talk a little bit more about that, but I've always done it in May. I do think you could do it in July though, and have something exciting for like you. If you're sales directors, you could do it with your unit in July. So the $1,000 day was how I was introduced to Mary Kay. My recruiter and bestie was in college, and she was like, hey, what's your address? And so I gave her my parents' address because of the school address and stuff like that. So I knew when I went to my parents' house that I would be getting something in the mail. And I was like so excited to see. Then, when I was 19, we didn't get a lot of mail. So like anything was exciting. And so I had gone to my parents' house and I opened it up, and it was a letter from her. So she had never even told me that she was a beauty consultant. So this works great for new beauty consultants. And it was just like announcing her business and saying that she was going to do $1,000 in one day. So if we were going to order on that day. And I had fully intended on ordering eyeliner from her, but she didn't follow up with me. There was no follow up. Totally forgot about her $1,000 day and didn't order. And then ended up recruiting later and so on and so forth. So I do think following up is so critical, because there might be people like me who was so excited to do their $1,000 day and then just didn't follow up with it. And so the $1,000 day I always do in May. Consistency, I think, is huge. Now all of my customers, they know it's coming. And so for the last couple of years, I've gotten text messages starting like in April saying, hey, Victoria, I want to order on your $1,000 day. Here's my order. One girl ordered like a month early. I said, are you sure? Because it's not for another month, and she just wanted to go ahead and get her order placed so she didn't forget. So I think even if you don't kill it your first year, the more that you just build is it will help so much. And so don't give up. This is something that if you can really stay disciplined and your customers just become used to it, it just becomes so easy. Okay. Um, and so consistency is huge. Make a goal. Sorry, 1 second. Okay, sorry, I forgot about my office door, the most important door I forgot to lock. So, make a goal to spend your profit on. So this is something that I did the last couple years that I think made a big difference. So, I still send out snail mail, and I'll talk about like ways of communication in a second. But in my letter, I have $1,000 a day letter, and in my letter, I put in there what I'm going to spend my profit on. And so this was a couple years ago. It would have been like, maybe I did it 3 years ago, but 2 years ago, it really kicked off because I wanted to buy a horse with my $1,000 a day profit. And so everybody knows Dolly Girl now because she came from my $1,000 day profit. And so I would put, and then last year, I think I did landscaping. So I said, my goal this year is to put my profit towards landscaping and help my husband, create a beautiful space in our yard or something like that. So I enroll them in a very specific goal now instead of just putting my $1,000 profit towards whatever. So I think engaging them in that, and it also gives you things to talk about in communication with like text messages or on social media, even throughout the year. And so you can take a picture of your yard and say, thank you, customers. This was my $1,000 a day profit. And just be talking about it all year long. So for my $1,000 day, I do offer a special gift. And so I had a bunch of like section 2 items or loofahs. Oh gosh, what else did I give them? Just like that stuff that accumulates in your office. And so it wasn't one specific special gift for everybody. For some people, I took apart those masking minis when we stocked up on those, like when they did the buy one, get one free this year. So I had several of those. So I took those apart, and that was a free, I like wrapped it up really cute, and that was my free gift. And so in my letter, and as I'm communicating with my customers, I do let them know that they'll be getting an extra special free gift for the $1,000 day that I wouldn't give in an order the rest of the time of the year. So I really try to make it special for just my $1,000 day, and my customers felt super loved this year. So I do the 50, like Monica's 50% off items too on my $1,000 day, and then that just boosts them with their order. So you could do like a discount maybe for your $1,000 day. I never have. What I have always done, and it's worked well for me. I think I will make some tweaks because I am giving away a lot of product. I'm selling a lot of product too. My $1,000 day this year was, I think, $4,800 or $5,200 or something like that. I can't remember, but it was, now the last couple of years, it's been over $4,000. And so when I started, And my goal was $1,000. And of course, that was 14 years ago. That was before repair. That was before facial peel, biocellulose mask. Like now we have some really big ticketed items that you could just do 5 or 6 orders and get to $1,000. Before that, it was like, it was kind of hard to get to $1,000. So I would do a half price item or a free order then when I hit my $1,000. So for every $10 that they order, they get an entry into the drawing. And then when we hit $1,000, we would give away an order for free. Now that my $1,000 day is 4,000, I do for every $1,000 increments, I do a half priced item. And then I just do it really simple where they will get like just I have an Excel spreadsheet and it will have their name for however many lines they ordered. So if they ordered $110, they'd have 11 lines on the Excel spreadsheet. And then I have my boys pick a number from 1 to 230 or whatever the number is. They just pick a number in between there. Come here, honey. Be quiet. Of course, the baby is right here in my office. This is what June looks like with babies. Okay. So I do a 50% off item for each $1,000 increment. And then when I hit my real goal, which the last couple of years has been 4,000, then I do give away an order for free. So this year, the order was so special. It was a big order. It was like $230, which felt a little bit like, for free. But when I sold 5,200 or whatever it wasn't that bad. Like I still made so much profit with it. But it made such a huge difference to her. She's a single mom of 4, and she had just bought skincare for all of her kids and herself. And she got that order for free. Like it still just chokes me up a little bit. Like I was just so grateful for it. Just a second. All right, sorry, you guys. Okay, so you could maybe do discounts, but I have found that that has worked super well. And then of course, posting it on social media so much. And so just being able to engage other people, even it encourages other consultants as well. And maybe your customers will see you more on social media than they will be able to see on like snail mail or something else. So I do snail mail. And I will send that out about a month before my $1,000 day. And so I send that out to the people who have ordered from me in the last year. So you can run that report on the My Customers app. And I just send it out to the people who have ordered in the last year. So I did mail out about 100 letters, and I can give Jenny the boards for like my letter, and it's been the same every single year. I talk about like 2 products that I'm super excited about for this year, and what I'm going to be doing with my profit and when it is, just kind of the details on it. And then I send out an email with that same letter, but maybe like a link to my website and maybe some cuter graphics. Like it's this pretty much the same, but just a little bit more jazzed up, looks a little bit differently because of course we know that it takes 7 times of seeing something for it to register in our brain that like Victoria's $1,000 day is in May. So I do that, and then I send out a text with a little graphic saying when my $1,000 day is and what I'm putting my profit towards. I do that 2 weeks out, and then I do the week of, and then I do the day of, and I will send out a couple texts like as updates, like good morning, happy $1,000 day. And it's like my customers all celebrate it together. Like it's like a national holiday for us. And so I'll say, I woke up this morning and guess what? We're already at $1,200. And so get your orders in. I'm going to be doing the drawing for the first giveaway. So I do the drawings at the $1,000 increments throughout the day. So that way people get excited that they could win too. And then I also do the posts on social media with like my customer group. I'll do the drawings live, and that's always kind of hilarious because I will have like my nieces or my boys pick the number, and then we get to scroll and see who the winner was. So a lot of customers will be watching those giveaways live. Also throughout the week prior this year, I talked about the 50% off deals that Monica does. So I did videos of like those products throughout the week. And then I would educate them on the product and then say, so if you order $50 for the $1,000 day, you're going to be able to pick one of these for 50% off. And then like keep reminding them and talking about the 50% off deals that they could get. I also, back in the day, I would do some phone calls. This year I did do like a couple phone calls to either my customers that are older that don't have like email or text message, and just say like this one cutie, I said, "Hey Kay, I know that you were excited about my $1,000 day. Did you want to go ahead and get your eye cream so that way I can get you entered into the drawing?" And she had sent me a card in the mail and said, "Hey Victoria, how is your $1,000 day going? That seems like such a huge goal, especially with having little ones," or something like that, not even knowing that my actual goal was 4,000, and that we had hit that like, that week or something like that. So it was just really sweet that she was so excited to be a part of that and to do that. So I would make some phone calls too, and then just a lot of communication. So I think it's worth it. Oh, one thing that I forgot is my $1,000 day this year was pretty slow. I was at like 2,800, and one of my consultants had just done her $1,000 day the week before, and she was at like 3,200. So I was super motivated to beat her, not to be the best, but like I wanted to do what she did, And so I was like, "Jada, I have to beat you. This is ridiculous." She's like, "You can do it." And I was feeling a little bit discouraged, honestly, because I had hit 4,000 the couple years before. And so it was like 330, and I was at 2,800, and my goal was 4,000. And so I did a reel, which I just did a video like of my office, and my inventory is in this back cabinet. So I videoed like, I'll show you these cute little chandeliers that I have right there. And I videoed my product, and then I had all of my orders lined up right here. So I went ahead and did the work to kind of display it and show people how many people were ordering. And that was it. It was just a video like coming around and around. And I said, something like my $1,000 day today, and it's hopping. And so get your order in and you'll be entered into the discounted product. And that really motivated people and pushed us over the edge to, like I said, 48 or 5,200, whatever it was. So that's what I have on my $1,000 day, you guys. So let me know if you have any questions, and I can give you the boards too, Jenny. That has like the letter and some graphics that like I posted and things.
Yeah, I love that because I think well, I just think consistency, and that's how it builds, and that's how you have it's just like people's open houses, right? Even when the ones that switch to virtual or do a hybrid or whatever. Um I think I've had better luck with like epic sales and $1,000 day sales than even like open houses anymore. Because I don't know, you can video it, and I don't know, they don't have to be in your space. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a great point, Jenny. And I forgot to mention that too. Some years with my $1,000 day, I've tried to combine it with like an open house. One year I tried to do a face race. And so it was for Mary Kay's so I always do it on my Mary Kay's birthday, which this year was Mother's Day, so that wasn't good. Or my anniversary is on the 28th, so I'll choose either one of those dates depending on where it ends in the week. But I tried to do like a face race for Mary Kay's birthday and do both, and it was so difficult because I couldn't focus on communication of my $1,000 day. And when orders are coming in and you're tracking those giveaways, it was so distracting to have different things to focus on. So with open houses, I did have a sales director that said, well, maybe I'll just do my $1,000 day in conjunction with my open house, which like it might work so good for somebody else. For me, it was too much. It was like I had my hand in too many things, and I wasn't successful that year, like at all. Like I had to extend my open house because I didn't, or I mean, my $1,000 day, because the face race took too much from me and it was bad. So that's just my own personal experience.
Yeah, no. Um,
Oh, I could answer Candace. Hi,
yeah,
Candace. So I wasn't posting like where I was in my stories on my personal page, but I was posting like what I did with my profit, or I was posting like, congratulations to Erica. She was my winner of a product giveaway for my $1,000 day. So I was posting vague things, but still about my $1,000 day in my personal stories. And then in my closed VIP customer group, that's where I do like the Facebook lives of the everything else, like of the giveaways, and even like we're at $3,600. You guys are the best in all of Mary Kay. That's all in my closed group.
I like that. I love that. Any other questions? I'm looking to make sure nobody has any. Well, it was phenomenal. I watched Victoria every year for this. I love it. It's incredible to watch. And her little boys are amazing, as you got to see some of them, and they're just the most precious things ever. Just love
I
them.
actually do have a question. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I was trying to unmute so you can hear me. Um, so when you get an order, do you go on your Facebook and say like, thank you, Karen, for your order?
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, they're kind of coming in too fast for that.
Yeah.
And I don't want to like, I don't want my consult or my customers to like completely stop following, so I just want like big announcements, like exciting group. Like I create this like we're a team atmosphere from it. And so I have never, but it could work awesome for somebody else, I just have never.
Okay. Excellent. Thank you.
Yep.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, great idea for July. You do Christmas in July with that
Yeah.
$1,000 day and start your year right and have the new goals as you're wrapping things up this year. Um, Congrats to everybody who have already hit goals. I know many of you have already hit some of them and you're super excited. And then many of you are still using to the, I don't know, the final hour.
Victoria, thank you, because I think this could really help July. I could see people, because July is just kind of dead. People seem to go, their brains go on vacation. So I think this could really be good for, to start for July.
I do too. Even when I was talking, I'm like, dang, I've always done it in May, so I feel like I can't change it. But July seems like a great time to do it. So you'd want to get your letters out if you choose to do letters, and maybe choose a day. I feel like the preparation for $1,000 day takes easy a solid 3 weeks for me. Like if you start now and you get your letters out right away, your email goes out at like the beginning of July, and then text messages 2 weeks prior, and kind of strategically plan your communication like that for like the last 10 days or so in July. I think it could be awesome. And I've tried to do my unit all on the same day too, because it's so fun to cheer each other on. And that's just our focus the whole day, is to do $1,000 days together. Of course, sometimes like depending on their schedule, they have to do it at different times. Maybe you could have $1,000 day week or something like that, where consultants do it within that week and they're cheering each other on with that. Would be super fun too. So yeah, I think July sounds great to do it.
Awesome. Well, thank you all for joining today. And we won't be back next Thursday because the holiday. So we only have 2 lunch and learns. I'll be posting that soon in the group if you're not part of that Facebook group, and then obviously everywhere else you see about this thing. And we'll get this recording out. Don't worry. And Victoria, when she gets me that stuff, I'll post it in the Facebook group. So you'll have it. I won't go back and put it in all the other groups I put them in, but I'll put it on that Facebook group. So you'll have that. And then YouTube is just my name. So thank you, Miss Victoria. I love you, friend.
Thank you, Jenny. I love you.
Yes. And
Good day.
thanks for everybody joining. Have a great month end and year end.
Thanks. See y'all next year.
Bye.